here, and I would like to wish you all a welcome to the V&A. We are in the V&A, and I hope you guys are all with me today. I know you've all been saddened by the news that Hago is closing down next week. Well, let's Hago to the V&A. So basically, I'm going to take you around today. It's going to be about an hour. If there's anything that you guys say in particular, just put a message in the chat. So, without, as they say, further ado, let's get to it. I'm just going to flip the screen round so you guys can see, rather than see me, you can see the V&A. Okay, so we are in the medieval and Renaissance section. You can see all these wonderful statues here. I'm going to turn it landscape, so landscape modes, and see what you think. Okay, that's landscape mode. Unfortunately, there doesn't when it's in landscape mode, it appears that the chat feature gets blocked out, so I cannot see what you guys are saying. Yeah, actually, when it's like this, the chat is in portrait mode, so I kind of have to put my head to one side, but unfortunately it's going to have to go back to portrait mode. Yeah, okay, how about that? Is that better? It seems like it's got to be that way, I'm afraid. But anyway, let's go and see what we've got here to offer. Yeah, portrait mode. It's gonna have to be, I'm afraid. But let's get to it. We've got some wonderful stained glass here. Look at that. Just look at that. Imagine if you bought one of those old style churches that they're selling off these days, and you wanted to convert it into your own little 5, 6, 7 bedroom house with stained glass like that. Look at that. It's wonderful, isn't it? This place is just chock a block of fantastic pieces. Okay. Here you go. There's just around the corner to that side, they've got cast courts. I'll show you that in a minute, but I'll show you some more wonderful pieces. Imagine how much this is all worth. Millions and millions and millions and millions. In fact, billions. Just look at that. It's kind of appropriate at the time that we're at Easter. And is that not the... That looks like... is that Baba Jesus? Okay. Look. Some more statues. Um, yeah, I'm not sure about the landscape mode, but that's unfortunately it's going to have to be portrait mode. We are going to go to my right here, a place called Cast Courts, where they've got lots of statues and cast sculptures. Just through, yeah. Just look at this. It's a magnificent building. Can you guys hear me, by the way? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. People, I cannot see any thumbs up. Okay, great. So we have some thumbs up here. Look at these. These are all like knights. Knights in shining armor. Look. I'm glad that you can all hear me. Yeah. Picture not sharp? Is the picture sharp for everybody else? Let me know what your picture quality is like, guys. Because if the picture quality is sharp for most people, then I would probably suggest it might just be an internet connection. Okay, so it appears to be sharp for most people. Just look at that. Ooh, look at that. Judy, it appears that the picture is sharp for most people. So it might just be a connection issue on your side. Anyway, let's go along. An unknown, this is by an unknown artist. Oh, sun. You know what that reminds me of? If anyone's been to Lisbon in Portugal and they've been to the Benfica stadium, the Stadio de Luz, there's they've got a couple of birds there that are always in the stadium. They're actual mascots. That reminds me of them. They're famous birds because they actually one of them before every match, one of them flies up. I think falcons or something. They let them go and they fly up in the air and then they come down and land on the, I think it's the center circle. They're trained like that. I'm gonna go through here, just over there, and we'll come out into another great big hall. Just look at these, more sculptures. I wonder how long it took somebody to, an artist to make something like this. I mean, look at that. Look at the actual, the intricate artwork. Just if you have a look at the top, just look at all that. Look at all that intricate work. It's magnificent. Okay, so this is a pulpit that was made by Giovanni Pisano around about 1250. Actually, no, it was around about 1302 to 1310. So this probably took like 8 years to make this. I mean, I can see why. It's actually magnificent. Look. Anyway, let's go on and see what we have. Let's look at that. That's a big lad there. By the way, if any of you guys want to take screenshots, feel free. Okay, it's another big lad. He reminds me of someone like Nero. Wonder who he is. Okay. It's Moses. Michelangelo. Okay. Let's go to see what the Korea section has to offer. Or, mind you, if we go down here, there is also the China section, but before we go down, let's have a look at some of these. Some Korean bottles from around the 1900s. That's old. Between 19... Apparently these are items for a wedding ceremony. That's for the bride. I would have thought that more as well as for the bride as well. Yeah, a wedding robe for the Korean bride. Look. Oh, that looks kind of funky, doesn't it? I wonder, that kind of looks more recent, but I don't think it is. let's have a look. Okay, yeah, it is. This is from the 2000s. Korean fashion. Oh, that's nice. That's a ceramic porcelain designer from 2010. So, I mean, even though there's a lot of stuff here that is really, really old, there's lots of stuff that is really, really new. There's a 1992 headdress. Ooh, that kind of looks really scary. Yeah, the emaciated Buddha. Apparently, this is a figure of Buddha during his first attempt to reach enlightenment. His body is like that from 6 years of fasting. Just look at that. 6 years of fasting. That is scary. Do you remember when people used to go on hunger strike in prisons and stuff? That's kind of what they'd look like. Well, not like that, but that's Buddha, a full fed Buddha. They do have some fantastic sculptures here. Let's go into the... Oh, before we go into the Japan section, let's have a look at this. I've got so much wonderful stuff here. Okay, let's go into the gallery of Japanese art. Shall we start right here? Just look at this. I know we have stuff on our mantelpieces at home that we consider really nice, but imagine if you had that. I mean, okay, it would have to be a big mantelpiece, but that's a figure of Bodhisattva. Bodhisattva. Oh, yes. That's a depiction of the king of the underworld. And that, as you can see, is a Buddha. Amida Buddha from between 1200 and 1300. Oh, look at that one. Just look at that. That's a bit scary. That's the mask of the Dragon King from around about 1450. Can we have some wonderful got such lovely stuff around here. Some really, really lovely costumes. Let's go down here. All this you see here is all about tea drinking. That's there is an incense burner. So basically they put the incense, if they've got incense sticks in the top there, and burn the incense, and know that it will collect in that shell. It's like a conch shell. Anyone recall what a conch is? I know in the Caribbean they have conch shells or conch fish quite a lot. I've been to the Bahamas where they've had it. Is this this looks like a princess's. Okay, this is like a bride's carrying carriage. So when the bride was to get married, put them in that and carry them to the wedding. Some samurai swords.
Samurai sword. This is a great one.
They must be sharp. These are samurai costumes. I wonder how protective their armor is. Samurai helmets. And arrows. And that's a massive great bow at the back there. Can you guys see that? Okay. So, okay. I've had to switch to my mobile network. I was using the VNA's Wi-Fi, but when I got here, the connection went down. So, let me just show you an item that I was showing you before. Yeah, that there is a little box for poem cards. They write poems and put them in there. Let's go through to the China section. Let's see what we have here. It's got quite a few of these statues. I wonder if that looks like jades there. Yeah. Okay. These are burial artifacts. So these would be food dishes for the altar table. I would presume that these items would be put, like they used to put in Egypt, they used to put stuff in pharaohs' tombs. I would presume stuff like that would be put in tombs of prominent Chinese people, emperors, and prominent people. This is a statue, apparently, of a top foreign dignitary. There's a camel and the rider. A lot of this is earthenware. It's pretty old stuff. Ooh, look at that. That's a man. That reminds me of anyone remember Charlie Chan in I think it was around about the 40s, 50s, black and white TV. That reminds me of Charlie Chan. Aye. That looks like an empress. How many hands has she got? How many arms has she got? That is supposed to be a thousand-armed statue. It's not a thousand arms, but close. Okay. Let's go through the bookshop through to I think there's another Middle Eastern section, Islamic section through here, where they've got some Mamma Mia lemonade. Let's go around here and see what they've got in the Viennese. This is their gift shop. So if you ever come here, remember to come into the gift shop and buy something to help the V&A out. They've got tea towels.
They are spending a lot of days.
Everything that you buy here gets put back into the for the maintenance of this lovely museum. So you've got V&A bags, like your Harrods bags. Make a statement. You've been to the V&A. You could get postcards. You could get posters. I think at Christmas I will come back here and get some V&A Christmas cards.
Yeah, you get a discount. Yeah.
V&A biscuits. I wonder what flavour they are. Okay, so you can get oat and honeycomb, chocolate chip cookies, lemon biscuits, Scottish shortbread, basically any flavoured biscuit you want. Okay, so let's go back into the Islamic Middle East section. There's a really massive, great big mat in here that is temperature controlled. Yeah, this one here. That mat is, look at that. It's in a temperature controlled unit. Do not stand on it. I mean, it's boxed off anyway, but that's an old, ancient mat. So let's see what we have. I don't know about you, but this reminds me of my mum's dinner set. When I was young in the 60s, we used to have a dinner set like this. In fact, loads of families in London had dinner sets of that colour and that kind of design. Yes, look at these. These are magnificent. Look at that bowl there. I'm going to have a look at that and see what. That is circa 1545. It's decorated with concentric scrolls in black. Okay. Okay. See what else we have around here. I was about to say something about that, thinking that can't be a pig because it's to do with Islam and Islamic, and it's not, it's an ox actually. I hope you guys are enjoying the a little tour. That's an ivory casket. Apparently, you see around the lid there, where the clasp is. Apparently, there used to be an inscription there in Arabic, but that's been removed. That was made round about the 11th century, which is, when you think about it, it's quite old. Now, what is this? You see that? Let me see what that is. Oh, it's a pulpit used for sermons around about the mid 1400s. Step back a bit so you can see it more. So if you were in a mosque and you were the imam, you would go in there, go up the steps to the top and preach.
Yeah. And sometimes literally
Yes. How stylish. It's North African fashion, so it's pretty gruesome. You can tell it's pretty recent. I mean, in a few hundred years' time, you will see museums with face masks in them saying, oh, yeah, that was around the time of the great COVID outbreak throughout the world. Who is this? Let me see who this is. Muhammad Ali Khan, around about 1770. This gentleman here. So many different pieces here. Let's go out here to see some sculptures. Rodin. There is a fashion exhibition here, an African fashion exhibition. That's a paying gig, so I'd have to buy a ticket here, and I haven't bought a ticket today, so I will not go to go there today. There's like African sculptures, African artwork. This gentleman, Douglas Camp, the person who made this was born in the same year as I was. Rodin. Cybele by Rodin. Or Cybele. Why did he always make figures with our heads?
Yeah. Yeah.
As you can see, another Rodin. No head. I mean, he didn't always make figures without heads, but he did a lot. He used to make figures that are, well, shall we say, cut. The Fallen Angel by Rodin. I'm sure that's another one of his. No arms. That's kind of shall we say, interesting. Achilles heel. Yes. Yeah. This is about the story of Achilles. That's where Achilles heel, the phrase Achilles heel comes from. Apparently, the child there, as you can see, was dipped into the river, and with the hope, the mother's hope is that the waters would protect the child forever. Unfortunately, there was one part where her hand is, his heel, that didn't go in the water, and later in life that part was struck by an arrow. That was where the heel was. Therefore comes the term Achilles heel. By the way, I know a good thing about this museum is that they allow students or anybody in particular to come in and sit down and draw any of their artifacts. So you can see here two gentlemen drawing here, and when you come, you'll see, particularly during term time, you'll see quite a few students coming here and sitting down and drawing some of these sculptures. Let's go out here. This here is the John Majitsky Garden. Anybody who's from Reading will know who John Majitsky is. He used to be the owner of Reading Football Club, and their actual football stadium is called the Majitsky Stadium. So no doubt he's donated quite a lot of money to this cause, and they've named this garden the John Majitsky Garden. They actually have, in the summer, they have concerts out here. They have bands out here where you can come and you can just come and sit down and enjoy the music, have a drink, relax, enjoy the sunshine. It's a nice place, as you can see. It's a really nice place. It's a bar over there.
Oh, yes.
If I came here with my charcoal and my art book, my drawing book, and sat down here for an hour or so and drew something, when I finish, I have a funny feeling that you wouldn't recognize what I drew. Having said that, when I was in secondary school, I did get a what did I get? I think I got a B or C in arts. So I was quite good at art. So maybe I should flatter myself a bit more. Husband and wife. A couple of rich dudes. This is Moore Finch and his wife. He died in 1614. He was born in 1554. So basically it was 49, 50, 63 when he died. I guess around about that time wasn't such a bad age. And in fact she was a lot older than that. She was 44, 78 when she died. So she had quite a good life then. Okay, let's go upstairs and see what they have upstairs. I'm sure they've got some lots of silver stuff up here. Jewellery place is locked up. They must have known I was coming. Some more lovely stained glass all along this wall here. Let's see. These are processional crosses. So obviously when they were doing like festivals or whatever, processions, they would have these. And these ones here are altar crosses. You can see why churches, particularly Catholic churches, are one of the richest entities in the world when they have stuff like this. Yeah. Look at all that. That's the statue of the Virgin Mary and Child. You know when those people did the Brings Mat job, they should have just come in here. They would have got more. There's so much in here. So valuable as well. All these are from the Anglican Church. What we saw before was more Catholic Church. This, again, is Roman Catholic. again, more Catholics. That's chalice, and that is a meter, spelt not spelt as in meter in length, but meter as in M-I-T-R-E. That's what the priests wear. Oh, look at these. Just look at that. You know, the one that caught my eye out of all these, the one that caught my eye was this here. This gentleman here. There's a Bible. Hey. Apparently this Bible was commissioned by the sponsors of this room, this gallery. It's silver with 24 karat gold and was made round about circa 1935. No doubt. This was, shall we say, acquired by the British troops from Ethiopia in 1868 as they acquired a lot of things. We come out here to silver. Okay. Got quite a lot of silver down here. Anyway, people, it's time for me to wrap up. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this little tour of the V&A, and I hope that you will give the video a thumbs up, a like, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you like this content. As you can see, there is some magnificent content. So it's about time for me to say goodbye, adieu, obrigado, adios, wherever you're from, odapo. I have a goodbye for every language. So, wherever you're from, I hope you have enjoyed this tour. And as I said before, don't forget to give the video a like and a thumbs up. And I will see you again. Goodbye.